And good evening, I'm David Scott. Governor Perry adding a new item to his emergency priorities at the state capitol, requiring women who want an abortion to see images of their unborn fetus before going through with it. It's an issue that's failed to get through the legislature in previous sessions. The bill would require a sonogram to happen at least 2 hours before the abortion. The doctor would have to verbally explain the sonogram and let the woman hear the heartbeat. It would also require doctors to give women information about medical assistance benefits for childbirth, as well as adoption options. Well, the governor came out for this at a pro-life rally at the Capitol today. Our Jacqueline Inglés was there and has more. Jackie?
David, thousands showed up at the Capitol today for this year's Rally for Life. Governor Perry was the keynote speaker and told the crowd Roe versus Wade was a tragedy that needs to be overturned. But until then, he hopes for a new law in Texas that might convince women seeking abortions to change their minds. Thousands of marchers, young and old, headed to the state capitol this afternoon to rally against abortion.
Abortion hurts! Everyone!
They came bearing signs and sent strong messages, even those who didn't speak.
Tape that says life, it symbolizes how the unborn babies can't talk for themselves.
Sentiments that were backed by Governor Rick Perry. He was the keynote speaker at the rally and revealed his support for Senate Bill 16. It requires women considering abortion to get a sonogram and hear the fetus's heartbeat just hours before the procedure is to be performed.
It's pretty hard to imagine people of good conscience sitting idly by through this. And in Texas, we haven't.
Perry even made mention of the 50 million abortions performed in the United States since the passing of Roe versus Wade.
That is a catastrophic number. That's twice the population of this entire state.
Choice advocates disagree with the bill itself, as well as the governor's choice to classify it as emergency legislation.
This is business as usual for Rick Perry. Instead of focusing on the real emergency, our state's budget crisis, he is trying to distract us with divisive partisan issues.
Some in attendance at Saturday's rally agree with Gray.
I don't understand why we have to even waste time with such issues as this. There are so many more pressing issues. Closing schools.
A bill similar to this one have been introduced in the past by Senator Dan Patrick. And what makes this bill different is that Perry has now deemed it emergency legislation. This means the bill must be dealt with by state legislatures in the first 60 days of the new session. You can view all of Governor Perry's speech on our website, KXAN.com. Reporting live in the studio, Jacqueline Inglés, KXAN, Austin News.
Well, Austin ISD leader